It was great. Yeah, I just went back home, hung out with the family, rested, recovered. It was awesome.
Knowing that you guys are right here, what's kind of the mentality over the next 4 weeks?
I just get better every day. Same as always, but it's good to come back fresh and get ready for the stretch. But we're taking it one day, one game at a time.
What sticks out about Tennessee's defense to you?
They fly around, man. They got a really good front. I think when you look at guys like 98, I mean, he's a special player, been a special player for a long time. But they have a really good defense, talented. They fly around well. They penetrate well. They're downhill and make a lot of plays for their team.
What are your memories of Eric Kendricks and playing against him?
Man, I've been playing against him forever. It feels like even back to the UCLA days. So he's always somebody who's really good run linebacker, but really good in coverage as well. He's dynamic, he's versatile, and pumped he's on our team and don't have to play against him.
Does he look the same?
Yeah, absolutely.
You've been scoring touchdowns again almost every game. Does it feel like you're getting back in that groove, kind of like when you were 2022, 2023?
I just take it one game at a time. You never know what can happen in a game. Just for me, it's just about seeing it and hitting it and seeing what happens at the end of the day.
How energizing is it when you're in a playoff race? You guys come back from the bye that was so late to now a 4-game stretch to kind of get yourself where you want to be in January?
Yeah, I think when you look at the bye early in the year, you're kind of dreading it. You got to go 13 straight or whatever it is. But now that it's done and, it's happened at the end of the year and we're getting some guys back and getting healthy again, it's a blessing in disguise.
Just wondering, during the bye, did you do any reflecting? I mean, with all the injuries you guys have had, you guys are 9-4 and really have a chance to win the division, outside chance to be the #1 overall seed in the NFC.
In my bye, I rested, recovered, and just tried to get my mind, body, and spirit ready to come back here this week and get ready for Tennessee.
How different was it this year that you kind of had dad duty as well? You weren't just free of all responsibility.
It was awesome, man. Yeah, that's the best part of the bye is being able to spend time with my daughter.
3 out of 4 at home too. I mean, you guys had so many games on the road, and now you almost can sleep in your own bed every night. Like, how advantageous is that for your team down the stretch here?
Yeah, I think the best thing our team can do for these next 4 games is take this one day at a time. We're focused on one game, and that's Tennessee. We don't look to the future or anything else other than having a great practice today and focus on the Tennessee Titans this weekend.
It was great to have a bye. Obviously, it's the longest one we've had yet, so to get a couple days off in Week 14's really good for the body and obviously the mind too. So when you can get away, it's good. Went to Napa and the Duck Club, so spent our time here in California, but had a good time.
Drinking some wine?
Of course, always. It's pretty good.
Anything that stood out in the tastings?
They say about Gouda, it's just so good. So that's one of my funny ones I say, but this is good stuff.
What have you seen from Tennessee and what stands out when you're watching film?
Obviously, when you turn on the tape, it's 98. When you got an interior defensive lineman who's as disruptive as him and can make the plays he can. Obviously, Arden being here as well. It's just, they're a good front. They get off. They had a good week last week against Cleveland. So, we're going to have our hands full inside, but also, they just got to take care of business. But, they're a defense who flies around and makes plays. But, 98 is going to be the key piece in there.
How much would it mean for you to have Christian get a 1,000?
It'd be awesome. I mean, I think he's, him and Marshall Faulk are running around together right now. So, you want to get your guys in the end zone and yardage and all that. So, if that's something he can achieve and we can be a part of that, it'd be a pretty cool experience for all of us.
How much scoreboard watching or how many games did you get to see on Sunday?
Quite a bit. Obviously watched the Monday night game, and then I think I watched Bills, Bengals in the blind, had that going. So I watched a few of them, and then the Sunday night game. So it's nice when you can sit back and watch and not have the pressure of a game going. But now it'll be nice to be back in it.
When you watch that though, and the standings can shift dramatically, you guys could have moved up to 2 last week. I mean, are you rooting pretty hard for something like that?
I don't know if we're rooting hard for it, but people made a big deal out of the whole 7-6 thing, and could have been to 2, but obviously seasons are made and lost in November, December. So these 4 weeks are going to be the most important of our season, and it's looking that way. The NFC is kind of wide open, and you got your top tier teams, and then guys like us who are fighting for those spots. So it could come down to Seattle and us for a 1, or however the season's going to go. As long as we're in, that's all that matters.
There's one guy that you would drink wine with on this team. Who is it?
One guy.
A classy teammate.
Classy, I would say. I know George does some, so I'd love to go to a winery with him.
Are you a red wine guy, white wine guy?
Red for sure. Merlot, Syrah, little pepper, I guess they put in there, but no, we're part of one, so it's a cool deal, and I love going up to Napa.
Speaking of George, he had a podcast, he had the top 5 sports movies. Do you have a list?
List of top 5? No order, but Longest Yard. You have Miracle. What do we got? What else? Remember the Titans is great. Major League 1 and 2, so there's 5. But no, Major League's a fantastic movie. Love that. But no, I think that's a good list of 5 so far. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Feel great. Just ready to go. Ready to play on Sunday, and yeah, feel great.
Is that like a hit?
Have you had such a late bye week before?
No, first time in my career. Yeah.
What was that like? Did you like it? Not like it?
It was okay. I mean, it's just part of the process. So
Did it give you that extra time you need to?
yeah, definitely gave me the extra time I needed to come back, and it was a little frustrating because I haven't missed a game in almost 4 years. So missing those 2 games was very frustrating for me. But we're back. So
How'd you deal with that frustration?
just work out, get healthy, and get stronger. So.
When you heard it, did you think that you could come back this quickly?
Yeah. It wasn't a crazy injury, so I knew I had a good shot, and the training staff did a great job to get me back. So.
When did it exactly happen?
On the extra point, one of the last extra points against the Cardinals. So.
Did you not kick for about a week or so, Eddie? Like how long did you give your leg?
Yeah, almost like 2 weeks. Yeah, without kicking. Yeah, and just kind of strengthening it and strengthening the muscles around it. And they had a good process for me. The training staff had a good process for me here, and it was great. So.
You're going to be kicking the final 4 games this year. 3 are here and 1's indoors in Indy. Is that welcome news for a kicker?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. I'm excited.
Were you a little relieved that Matt got to take the duties in Cleveland with the crazy win that he had?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I found out on game day that it was super windy, and I saw that. But I mean, it's just part of the process, and honestly, I wanted to kick in the game, and like I said, I haven't missed a game in almost 4 years, so not being able to play that game obviously was just tough. And being on the sidelines, I love to play and I love the sport, so just happy to be back.
Can you explain the difference of games now in December when you're fighting for a playoff spot, and how different it feels just for you personally and for the team as you're getting in the stretch right here?
Yeah, I mean, just, playing meaningful games is awesome. And, here towards the end of the year, the weather gets windier and it's tougher to kick in conditions. But, I mean, it's fun, and I'm just, happy to be back. So.
How was it to get a bye weekend, and how did you spend it?
It was great, man. It was great. I just spent it, relaxing, and had a toy drive back home. Did that, spent some time with the kids.
Would you take this Week 14 bye week over an earlier one now that you've kind of gone through it?
I think it's all relative to, how the season's going and, whether you need that break. Because sometimes, an early bye could backfire too, and you got to, especially if you want to be a playoff team and make a deep run, it's a long season if you get an early bye.
After the game in Cleveland, you congratulated Myles Garrett and talked to him, and just your history playing him. What was it like to finally get it over with this season?
Yeah, it was fun, man. I've only played him twice. This was my second time only playing him, so yeah, I mean, he's got a ton of respect for him. Just one of the best we've ever seen, and just generational talent. So it's always fun being able to go up against him and play good on good.
I mean, your post-game comment to him was pretty funny. You're like, I don't care if I ever see you.
Yeah. Obviously I wasn't super serious about that, but he's not the matchup that you want to see when the schedule comes out.
Trent, what would it mean to your group, the offensive line, for Christian to get 1,000 to be a part of a special season like that?
Yeah, I mean, that would be huge. Just more so for Christian, just continuing to rewrite the history books. And, he's a transcendent talent, and we're lucky to be around him, lucky to have him. So, obviously, more happy for Christian, but it would be good to be a part of history.
He's got 8 rushing touchdowns in the last 8 games. Do you feel like he's got that touchdown groove that he had a couple years ago?
I think this has been Christian for the length of his career. He's always had a nose for the end zone. He's always found a way to get in the end zone, and he's enabled, the offensive coordinators to be able to do a large array of things with him that, put him in different spots and get him in mismatches, and, and it helps him allow him to get high touchdown numbers like he's getting.
What jumps out about Tennessee to you?
Especially up front, it's never easy. I feel like every team has a pretty decent D-line or somebody good on it. So, really, really decent D-line. Linebackers fly around. Just one of those young, hungry teams that just coming off a win and, got momentum going. So it'll be another dogfight as usual.
It's a pretty big headline around the league. You might play him next week. Philip Rivers is coming back. I mean, what are your thoughts on him coming back after 5 years of not playing and trying to do it again?
More power to him, man. I think they're ready 44 to give some hope to the older guys. Maybe still be doing it around that age. So, been a big fan of Philip for a long time. So happy to see him back. Happy, would love to see him out there just to see it, for the league.
Colton said he spent most of his bye week in Napa drinking. Did you know that he was such a wine connoisseur?
I didn't. But when you get that extension, you start indulging into different things, so maybe it's the money. Nah, I'm not against it though. But no, I'm not a huge wine guy.